Financial accounting. In last class I informed regarding whatever the missing factors will be there that we have to calculate. So before that missing factors we have some of the problems. Let here find some of the problems will be there. First you have to understand, that means based on the cost how we have to calculate the sales, or based on the sales how we have to calculate the cost. So here is the first problem. This is chapter 2, conversion of single entity into double entity system. So first problem is there, find out the cost of goods sold. We have to find cost of goods sold when sales is given. So sales is given as 1 lakh and gross profit is given as 25% on cost. So here we have to find out cost of goods sold. Means total cost we have to find. If sales is 1 lakh, so here 25% on cost. So they given this 25% on cost. So for example, total cost is 100, then profit is 25%. So 25% means total cost, based on the total cost profit is 100. Then sales how much will be there? We have to add this. Sales is 125%. So based on this we have to find out the cost of goods sold. So this information you have to know. Total cost. If it is based on the cost, means total cost is 100, then profit is 25. Then sales is 125. So here sales is given. Sales is equal to 1 lakh into, if we are calculating based on the total cost, 1 lakh into 100 divided by 125. Total cost based on the sales. So here we can able to solve this. 1 lakh into 100 divided by 125 is 80,000. So this is sales. This is total cost. Total cost is 80,000. If you want to calculate the profit, profit is 1 lakh into, the 1 lakh is sales value, into 25 divided by 125. Sale is 125. 1 lakh into 25 divided by 125 is 20,000. So by that you can able to conclude that if total cost is 80,000, profit is 20,000, then sales is 1 lakh. If we add this two, we will get the answer of 1 lakh. Next is one more problem will is there. Find out the sales. We have to find out the sales. Cost of goods sold is 80,000. The given cost of goods sold, and profit is given as 20% on sales. Based on the sales it is 20%. For example, we don't know cost of goods sold. We don't know the cost of goods sold. Profit is 20% on sales. So here sale should be 100 on sales. If sale is 100, then profit is 20% on sales. Then what is the cost of goods sold? If we minus these two, we will get cost of goods sold, that is 80. So here they given the cost of goods sold. What we have to find out? Sales. Sales is equal to 80,000 into, we have to find out sales, into 80 divided by 100. So here we have to find out the sales. Here we have to write it 100. We have to find out the sales. So based on the cost of goods sold, we have to write it 100 divided by 80. Here we got the cost of goods sold. So sales is equal to 80,000 into 100 divided by 80. We are getting 1 lakh. Sales is 1 lakh. So profit is based on the profit also we can able to find out profit is equal to 80,000 into 20 divided by 80. Divided by 80. That is 20,000 profit. So if cost of goods sold is 80,000, then profit is 20,000, sale is 1 lakh. So next one more question is there. Ascertain the purchase. We have to find out the purchase. When cost of goods sold is 2 lakh, opening stock is 20,000, closing stock is 50,000. We have to find out the purchases, how much we purchased. Third question, we have to find out the purchases. Cost of goods sold is 2 lakh, means total sale cost of goods sold is 2 lakh. Then opening stock is 20,000. After that closing stock is 50,000. So the formula will be there for cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold is equal to opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock. This is the formula. Opening stock to find out the cost of goods sold. Opening stock plus purchases, whatever the opening stock will be there. For that we have to add any purchases we did, then minus closing stock. Closing means at the end of the year how much we got remaining. Cost of goods sold, the value is given, that is 2 lakh. Opening stock also they given 20,000. We don't know the purchase, minus closing stock is 50,000. So here 2 lakh minus 20,000 plus 50,000. LHS, if we come into RSS side, it will be the positive value, plus is equal to purchases. Purchases will be the same side. So here 2 lakh will be there. Opening stock, we are from right side to it will, if we taken from the left side, then it is minus value. Plus value will be the minus value will be the plus. So minus 50,000 will be there. So that will be the plus 50,000. So if we subtract this, 2 lakh minus 20,000 is 1,80,000. 1,80,000 plus 50,000 is 2,30,000 is purchases. So here it is the question. You can able to write it. Answer will be there. Question, you can able to take the screenshot, and here it is the answer. First one, second one, third one. Here one more question is there, that is fourth question. From the following fact, you are required to calculate total sales and total purchase. So based on the information, we have to find out the total purchase and total sales. So bills receivable in the beginning. If bills receivable in the beginning, if they given, that is opening bills receivable. Debtors in the beginning. So this is opening debtors we have to find. They given. Bills receivable honors during the year. Bills receivable they honor, means to debtors it will be coming. So same account will be there in the bills receivable account also. Next is cash received from the debtors. So this is also coming in the debtors account only. Cash received, how much they received is 70,000. Next is bad debts written off 2,800, return inwards 8,700, bills receivable dishonor 1,800, bills receivable at the end of the year 6,000, debtors at the end of the year 25,000. Debtors at the end of the year means closing debtors. Cash sales as per the cash book 60,700. Opening balance of bills payable 6,000. Opening balance of creditors 7,000. Closing balance of bills payable is 4,000. Closing balance of creditors is 30,200. Cash paid to the creditors during the year is 30,200. Bills payable honored during the year is 8,000. Return in outwards 1,200. Cash purchase 25,800. This is the question. Write down this question. So here is the format. They give an opening balance of bills receivable, again bills payable account, debtors account and creditors account we have to find out. So here is the format: bills receivable account to opening balance brought down to sundry debtors, that is bills receivable received from the debtors, to cash received against bills receivable, sundry debtors, bills receivable dishonored, sundry creditors, bills receivable endorsed, by cash, by discount and the balance. So only in debit side bills receivable bills receivable opening balance and sundry debtors account, that is bills receivable from debtors we have to write. In this problem, bills receivable from the debtors, it is there. So here bills receivable honored during the year, it is bills receivable from the debtors, bills receivable honored. So honored means received. So first we have to write the bills receivable account. Bills receivable account. So it is same like the ledger account, debit side and credit side, particular amount. So every time if you bills receivable account will be there, two debtors we have to write. Sorry, in the debit side we have to write to balance brought down. So balance brought down, as it is a balance brought down we have to write. Balance brought down means opening balance. So bills receivable in the beginning is 7,800. 7,800 is opening balance. Next is to sundry debtors account, that is bills received from the debtors. So here bills received honored during the year means honored during the year is same thing, that is bills receivable received to debtors account 20,900. You can write it in bills receivable during the year, received during the year. Next in credit side, here in credit side cash means cash received against bills receivable. So here cash, any cash is received from the debtors, that we have to write it. So next is bills receivable honored during the year, the same amount, that is by cash they received, that is bills received honored amount is 20,900. So they honored means that will be coming in the credit side. Bills received by cash means bills receivable honored during the year, that is cash amount 20,900. Cash received from the debtors, whatever the amount will be there, that we need not taken in this, so that we have to taken in the debtors account, that is cash account. Next is bills receivable, whatever the bills receivable will be there, bills receivable dishonored, bills receivable dishonored amount is 1,800. So that we have to write by debtors in bracket bills receivable this H honored 1,800. Next is bills receivable at the end of the year. At the end of the year they only given 6,000 by balance carried down 6,000. So now we have to total. So here whatever the amount will be coming, that is debtors, that will be, we have to total 20,900 plus, that is debtors bills receivable dishonored 1,800 plus 6,000. The amount is 28,700. So here opening balance was there. So this whatever will be there, this is only balancing figure. Here 28,700. So after that bills receivable account we have to find out total debtors account. Total debtors account, same thing, debit, credit, amount we have to write it. Total debtors account, whatever the opening balance will be there, debtors at the beginning, it is there 30,800, that we have to write it. To balance brought down 30,800 is balance. Next is if bills receivable dishonored, it is there, no, 1800, that we have to write it in the debit side only. So here it is the format. Debtors account. So by balance brought down. Credit sale, if it is that we have to write it. Bills receivable, that is bills receivable dishonored. Creditors means bills receivable endorsed dishonored. Cash, that is paid to debtors. Interest charges, carriage or any other expenses charged to the debtors. That we have to write it. And in credit side, cash, that is received from the debtors. Cash received from the debtors means here paid to debtors, here received from the debtors. Bills receivable, bills received from debtors. Sales return, bad debts, discount allowable to the debtors. So here by balance, opening balance, it is given as 30,800. So next is bills receivable dishonored, they only given bills receivable dishonored, that 2 entry will be the 1800, that we have to write. 2 bills receivable dishonored 1800. Next is here it is there, cash received from the debtors is 70,000. So that we have to write it in the credit side. By cash 70,000, that will be coming. Next is bad debts return of 2,800. Bad debts also will be coming in the credit side. By bad debts 2,800. Then return inwards, they only given. Next is return inwards 8,700. Return inward, we have to write it in the credit side, 8,700. Then bills receivable dishonored. Dishonored we have already entered. Bills receivable dishonored. Next is bills receivable at the end of the year is 25,500. That we have to write. Leave one line. By bills balance carried down, that is end of the year, at the end of the year is 25,500. Next here, this one is there, bills receivable honored during the year. Bills receivable honored during the year is there, no, that is 20,800, that is bills receivable received. By bills receivable received, amount is 20,900. Now we have to do the balance. 70,000 plus 2,800 plus 8,700 plus 20,900 plus 25,500. Total is 1,27,900. So minus 30,800 minus 1,800 is 95,300. This is called as to credit sales. Whatever the balance we are getting in the credit side, that is credit sale. So in debtors it will be coming as a sales, in creditors it will be coming as a purchases. 1,27,900. So by this information we can able to find out total sales. Total sales is equal to cash sales plus credit sales. So in the format only they given cash sale as per the cash book is 60,700. 60,700 plus 95,300. The amount is 1,56,000 is total sale. Next one is bills payable account. So same thing we have to do in the reverse manner. Bills payable account. So bills payable account, first we have to write it credit side only, we can able to write by balance brought down. Credit balance means that means bills opening balance of bills payable, amount is given as 5,000. Opening balance is given. Next is opening balance of creditors is there. Closing balance of bills payable is given. Closing balance of creditors is there. Cash paid to creditors during the year, that is 8,900. So that we have to write it as to cash, that is paid to the creditors during the year is amount is 8,900. We will get confusion. Bills payable honored during the year is there, so that we have to take in the creditors account. In bills payable account only cash, that is cash against bills payable. If any cash is received, then sundry creditors will be there, that is bills payable dishonored will be there, that we have to take. Then balance carried down. So here bills payable and sundry creditors, that is bills payable issued to the creditors. If any issued will be there, that we have to write. So whatever honored will be there, that we should not enter in this. So here bills payable, that is opening balance is there. Then cash paid to the creditors. Cash paid is 8,900 to cash paid to creditors 8,900. Then other information is bills payable dishonored during the year 1,200 is there, that is written inwards, written outward it will be there. Here written inward will be there, where bills receivable. So written inwards will be coming in the bills debtors account, written outward. Bills payable honored during the year is nothing but written outward only. So this will be coming in the total debtors account. So other information is not given. So last is to balance carried down. The closing balance is given, that is 7,000 is closing balance. Total is 15,900. Balance, that whatever we are balance, that is creditors account, that is bills payable accepted during the year. During the year, that is balancing figure, this one only. So 10,900 is balancing figure, 15,900 total. Next is creditors account. So first anything, if it is creditors account, same thing only, by balance brought down. Opening balance of creditors is 6,000. Then whatever the remaining transaction will be, that we have to enter. So here opening balance is written, closing balance of bills payable we have taken, closing balance of creditors, that is in the end of the creditors it will be taken, that is 4,000 rupees. Next is cash paid to the creditors 30,200, that we have to take to cash. Cash paid to creditors, to cash account, paid to creditors 30,200. Paid to creditors. After that bills payable dishonored, that is written outwards, to written outward. Amount is 1,200. Cash purchase will be there, that we have to find out the cash purchase. Next is bills payable balance will be there, no, that we have to write to bills payable account. The balance is 10,900, that we have to enter here, 10,900. So next is to balance balance carried down, that is closing balance. Closing balance of creditors is there 4,000. Now total this 30,200 plus 1,200 plus 10,900 plus 4,000. The amount is 46,300 minus 6,000 is 40,300, that is by credit purchase. Balancing figure. Now we have to find out total purchase, that is equal to cash purchase plus credit purchase. Cash purchase they only given 25,800. 25,800 plus balancing figure of creditors is 40,300, that is only cash purchase. So if we add, we will get 66,100 is total purchase account, total purchases. Once again I will teach you. So here whatever the bills receivable in the beginning is, that is bills receivable account at the beginning of the year, means opening balance. Debtors in the beginning means debtors opening balance. Bills receivable honored during the year means bills receivable received, that is cash received, that will be the honored 20,900. Cash received from the debtors, it will be coming in the debtors account, that as a cash, by cash it will be coming. Next is cash bad debts written off, that is also coming in the debtors account. Return inwards 8,700, that is also coming in cash debtors account in credit side. Bills receivable dishonored, dishonored will be coming in both sides, that is bills receivable account and this debtors account, both side we have to enter. One should be in the credit side, other should be in the debit side. Bills receivable dishonored means in bills receivable account it will be coming in the credit side as a bills receivable dishonored. In debtors account it will be in the debit side, that is bills receivable dishonored 1,800. Bills receivable at the end of the year means that will be the closing balance of bills receivable. Next is debtors at the end of the year is closing debtors. So based on this we have to find out debtors account and bills receivable account. So what are the information we are getting in this? That is here 70,800 is the opening balance. Bills receivable honored during the year 20,900. We have to add that in credit side. So this will be coming in the debit side, this will be coming in the credit side. Next is bills receivable dishonored will be there, that is also coming in the credit side. So we have to add 20,900, 1,800 and bills receivable at the end of the year, that is 6,000 we have to add. Whatever the amount we are getting, that we have to subtract from the bills receivable in the beginning. The balance is debtors account. So next is we have to write the debtors account. In debtors account we should write first balance brought down. So the balance brought down, whatever the amount is, that is opening balance, beginning is 30,900, we have to write it. Then other information, bills receivable honored during the year 20,900 will be there, no? That we have to enter to debtors account, or else balancing figure of the debtors only we can able to enter debtors account. So balancing figure we have to carry forward to debtors account 20,900. Next is cash received from the debtors. So that is cash as it is will be coming in debits, in credit side. Next is bad debts written off credit side, return inwards credit side. Then closing balance we have to write. The balancing figure is credit sale or balance bills received dishonored, it will be coming. So based on this information we can able to find out the total sales. So cash sale is given. So if we add credit sale, total sale we can able to find out. Same thing for the creditors account and bills payable account. So opening balance is given, that is 5,000. For that we have to add cash paid to the creditors. Cash paid to the creditors means that is cash, it will be coming to creditors account, it will be coming. So this one only, bills cash paid to the creditors during the year, that will be the creditors account. Bills payable account, this will be coming. Opening balance of bills payable account, this will be coming in bills payable account. Closing balance will be bills payable account. And bills payable honored during the year, it is also not coming in bills payable account. Only bills payable account creditors and cash receipt, cash paid during the year, that one will be coming in the creditors account. Closing balance of creditors account. Yeah. Here it is said bills payable honored during the year, that is to cash we have to write it as 8,900. Sorry, this is also coming in the bills payable account. So here 8,900, here it will be coming bills payable account. So this 3 only bills payable account, this will be in the debit side, this 2 in the credit side. Opening balance in the debits, opening balance in the credit side, and closing balance in the debit side. This is also coming in the debit side. The balance will be in the credit side. So opening balance of creditors in the credit side, closing balance also credit side. Cash paid, that is also coming in debit side. Cash paid, return outwards, debit side. Cash purchases, it is not coming. So whatever the balancing figure we are getting in the bills payable account, that will be coming in the debit side. If it is debit balance, it will be coming in the credit side. If it is credit balance, it will be coming in the debit side. That is in creditors account. So based on this, we can able to find out the total purchase or total sales.